clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference.
It's a running room. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. give out of the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Moore will throw. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. Football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Now, my job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
7, LSU, 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He'll pull it down and run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Illinois. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Get set.
Touch pass on the right. Wide open spaces. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got him. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore will throw. He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Gets it to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
That's caught. It's Brown. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Close to the marker, it's Anderson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback making checks. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Tight end now in motion. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Moore to the air. Quickly complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's low. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Whittington. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they go back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the fly motion. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Berry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, they took a shot in the end zone to win the game. They didn't come up with it, so now you're expecting them to kick the field goal and try and play for overtime.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Dead center perfect. Just over a minute to play. Will we get a finish or are we headed to overtime? Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll leave it with him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Moore to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, that clock is ticking, so we've got to make sure I understand if I don't get the first down, I got to get out of bounds. I think he should have got out of bounds to stop this clock. This offense, they got to hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage, and start running some plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore will throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the 4th quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. We'll get it started here in overtime. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The Ducks are in the red zone. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. If he runs this back, this game's over. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned